Genome is multidimensional, it's nested, and it comprises overlapping code. It's chock full of meta information. We write books that can be read forwards, right? The genome, a single sentence of nucleotides, can be read both forwards, backwards, and every other DNA letter, ATCG, every other DNA letter is another code. Multiple overlapping codes. That's 3 messages in a single DNA sentence. Books.
And that's
we
what they
can't write
call
books like
polyfunctional.
that.
Right.
That's what they call polyfunctional and polyconstrained, correct?
That's
Where
right.
it can be written.
That's right. You nailed it. So if you have a DNA sentence, okay, a string of nucleotides, and you have 3 messages encoded in that, okay, if you get a mutation, so it's polyfunctional. You got multiple functions, multiple messages. It's also polyconstrained because you get 1 mutation in there. Okay, a nucleotide's hit with a mutation. That's not just going to mess up one message. It's going to mess up all of them.
Yep.
Right? So that's why it's polyfunctional yet polyconstrained. And so the genome actually degenerates a lot more rapidly than evolutionists would want to admit.
Right. Precisely, Donny. And yeah, I mean,
and isn't the mutation rate something like 3 to 6 every generation?
Yeah, well, I mean, if you're talking about autosomal nuclear DNA, then the mutation rate is very high. It's about 100 new mutations per person per generation.
Okay.
And that's a lot, right?
Yeah.
We have 3 billion letters. You get 3 billion from mom, 3 billion in dad. So 6 billion letters. You're getting 100 to 200 new mutations per person per generation. In the mitochondrial genome, which is smaller, it's about 16,000 DNA letters. You get about 0.1 to 0.5 per generation, which is high because it's a smaller DNA compartment. And in the Y chromosome, which is larger than your mitochondrial DNA, but it's a lot smaller than autosomal DNA, is about 3 per generation. So regardless of what DNA compartment you look at, the mutation rate is very high. And so there's only enough mutations in these DNA compartments to go back a few thousand years. You're not getting 200,000 years, let alone millions of years with known variation.
Right.
Yeah.